I just drink like a little bit, half maybe.
If I go to the gym, I try to knock one out.
Yeah, that like I do it like little things, but right now I'm tired. Like I'm really like the sun. I'm about
It's
to go.
about over with. It's about over with.
I'm about to go home and read, study, and do some stuff.
That's what's up. All right, so I'm gonna make this short and sweet. We ain't gonna take up a whole lot of time. I appreciate you showing up. First of all, where you from?
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, the South Side.
What elementary school did you go to?
I went to West Clayton Elementary School. Matter of fact, I went to two elementary schools, Love T. Nolan, and then I went to West Clayton.
West Clayton is an elementary school?
Mm-hmm.
What grade to go to?
5th.
Who was your best friend at West Clayton?
Cylindra. His girl named Cylindra.
Why was y'all best friends?
I don't know. We stayed in the same neighborhood. We used to hang out. Like, she was cool. I mean, we stayed. Her mom was the property manager of the apartments I stayed in.
Mm-hmm.
And so, just go outside, play, ride our bikes.
What was the name of the apartment complex?
Willow Way.
What did you want to be when you was living in Willow Way?
What
did you want to be like? You know how sometimes they be like, what you want to be when you grow up?
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to be?
A brain surgeon.
For real? You was nerded out all the way back then?
No, not
but
really.
But you wanted to be a brain surgeon?
I had high aspirations, and I wasn't really nerded out. I mean,
it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing, but I wasn't like you would think when I envision nerded out, it's like a genius almost. Like I passed my classes, right. Barely, maybe. Mm-hmm. I did. But I just had so much energy. I had ADHD at the time, didn't even recognize it, but I couldn't sit still a lot. So that caused me to disrupt the class and get in trouble. But I feel like if I would have got that underway, I probably would have been way better academically.
So you weren't diagnosed with ADHD?
No.
But you had the behavior?
Yes, for sure.
So did you get in trouble in elementary school?
I was getting in trouble. Like little stuff like talking to people when I'm not supposed to talk, doing my work, disrupting the class, just doing little stuff like that.
Are you have siblings?
Yes.
Are you the youngest or the middle child?
With my mom, I'm the youngest.
With your mom, you the youngest. Mm-hmm. So you have an older sister?
Yes.
How much older?
4 years.
So when you was in elementary school, she was in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of relationship did y'all have?
Love, hate. She was the total opposite of me. We were day and night. I was the wild child, the tomboy. Just had all the energy, want to be everywhere. She was quiet, reserved. The little brownie model, like she was the total opposite. So I used to get on her nerves, of course, being younger and irritating as already. And we just was total opposite. So we used to fight a lot.
Okay. On your dad's side, you have siblings as well?
Yes.
How many?
5.
5. Where are you at in that rotation?
I'm in the middle.
You got brothers?
No.
All girls?
I had an uncle that was raised with me that was like closer to a brother.
Where's your dad from?
Connecticut.
How'd they get here?
The airlines. They met in Minnesota. He was working in Minnesota with what was the airlines called then? Maybe before it was Delta, it was Northwest, before Northwest. I forgot the name of it, but him and my mom both worked for the same airline. So
at that time, for 2 black parents to be working at a airlines, that was slick on the uppity side.
Yeah, they had good jobs at that time. Yeah,
that's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What does junior high look like?
Junior high, the same. Still, getting in trouble, little small stuff, going through school. That's when I kind of started hanging with, the so-called cool kids, which looking back now, they weren't cool, but back then, I'm just going back to that mindset. The cool kids and, just want to hang out and skip school a little bit maybe.
First time you skipped school?
I can't remember. But I can remember a time.
Okay. Tell me about it.
One of my friends, I think we might have been in the 8th grade, or was we in the 9th? My friend, her mom used to work all day, and so we just went to her house and sit there all day and just was whatever we was doing, girl stuff. Yeah. And then before her mom came home, we left.
Did you still want to be a brain surgeon at this point?
So it changed, and I don't know the exact times, but it went from brain surgeon to heart surgeon to just a regular RN. It went down over time.
Yeah,
it went down over time. But my final thing was a RN.
Do you think there's a relation between you wanting to be a brain surgeon and you? Because right now you're a licensed psychologist.
No, I'm not licensed. I am. I have a master's in positive psychology, and I'm ICF certified to be a coach. But I feel like it is.
You still fix the brain.
Yeah, it's still in the same. Yeah,
right.
It's in the same arena for sure.
Okay. When do you start to get in trouble where it's not like it's not funny anymore?
Probably right before I dropped out of high school, probably like in 9th grade. Yeah, I started hanging with some friends and going to the mall, shoplifting.
What mall?
We used to be at every mall. South Lake, Shannon.
And you stealing? What you stealing?
I don't know, we stealing clothes.
Yeah, what kind of clothes though? And did you really have to steal?
No. But yeah, that's what they did, you know. So yeah, I wanted to do it. I seen them do it. They was always dressed fresh. They had money because they sell it, you know. So I was like, oh, okay, let me get in. And yeah, we was boosting little clothes, nothing big, little small stuff, but yeah.
Did you ever experiment with marijuana?
Yes.
How old were you when that took place?
High school as well. Okay. Probably like 15.
Did you have a certain type of? When did you have your first boyfriend?
I always kept a little boyfriend, but first boyfriend would have been 7th grade.
Okay. In high school.
That was middle school.
All right. In high school.
In high school, when I had my first in 9th grade.
And what kind of person was he? Athletic?
He wasn't really athletic. He was popular. He was more on the considered, maybe, you know, they might have considered him, and he's not a thug, but in that area, in that high school, he might have considered, you know, a bad boy maybe.
Because around about what year is it?
What year it was, I don't know, 4 years from 99.
Is after 99 or before 99?
Before 99.
It's 94.
Yeah.
Oh, this is 94. So you're in high school. How old are you?
I'll be 45.
Oh, okay. You must drink a lot of water. When did you realize that you wasn't that ugly? Like, when did you
When I wasn't that ugly?
Yeah.
I don't think I never thought I was ugly. You know, but I didn't think that my self-esteem was definitely low. My confidence was low.
How come?
Maybe it started in childhood. I honestly believe because my mother wasn't affectionate. She didn't say I love you and all that. She just kind of did things, you know, on a materialistic level, you know, just provided something. But she just wasn't that kind of person. And my dad had left when I was 5, so that's where my affection came from. So I didn't grow up in a 2-parent household. And so, you know, my self-esteem wasn't where it needed to be.
When Dad left, you were 5. How did that affect your relationship?
With my dad or my mom?
With your dad.
It didn't affect our relationship at all. Like, I was a daddy's girl. It affected my relationship with my mom.
How?
Because I just didn't understand. I was young and they broke up, and so it's her fault in my eyes. You know, it's her fault. I'm mad at you. I don't like you. So it made me kind of go this way, you know.
Okay. At what age are you when you drop out of school?
I'm about the 10th grade. So what? How old are you? 15.
It depends on how many times you've been held back.
I was never held back, but
uh 15, 16,
15 or 16,
16.
one of them.
What brought you to that conclusion? And was this a gradual thing where the grades started to slip, or?
Yeah. So when I got in 9th grade, I started skipping school a lot. Skipping school, just getting in trouble, getting put in ISS, getting suspended. And yes, the grades definitely slipped, and I was like failing a lot of stuff. And it was looking like I wasn't gonna graduate on time. Mm-hmm. And my mom was like, "Listen, you need to do what you got to. You need to do something. You need to get your GED or what you gonna do, because the rate you going, it don't look like you're gonna be graduating no time soon."
Right.
So I made the decision to get my GED. Yeah, I got my GED.
Okay. That wasn't, because some people just start going.
Mm-hmm. I ain't have a choice. She said, "Get my GED, get out her house." So.
All right. So you get your GED, and now what?
So I started working for a minute. I worked at like Alamo, rent a car, the reservation place. Mm-hmm. I did like air trains. I got hired, but I didn't make it past the training because I was late a couple of times. I broke the rules. I had a couple of small jobs, but yeah, them jobs didn't last long.
Did your taste in men begin to alter?
Mm-mm.
No, I guess what I'm trying to figure out, like, at some point in time, did you ever start interact with dope boys? Because a lot of times when women be in school, sometimes when I was in school, they be dating men these be grown men.
Yeah, I had a boyfriend when I was like 15 or 16. He was about 20, 21.
Yeah, that's illegal.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a lot of that going on now too.
It is. It's like when you're younger, you always want somebody older, and it's vice versa. Men like older women too, and at that age, it's definitely illegal.
What would you say to a young lady who is being, I don't say stalked, but being entertained by older men, like right now today?
Well, I actually had a situation like that with one of my clients, and honestly, it's the worst thing ever, because first of all, it's nothing. It's okay. I understand. Some people feel like they can learn from an older person.
Right.
No, that can be your mentor, But if an older man wants to have sex with you or trying you any other way than trying to elevate you mentally, being your mentor, then that's not what's up. It's disgusting, actually. Mm-hmm. It's why would you be turned on to somebody so young and like, yeah, it's not.
Yeah, right. But how do you explain it to a teenager though? Because a lot of times they get to this point where they'll drop out of school, they'll go get their GED, they'll start working at Amos, car rental place,
Alamo.
You know what I'm talking
about. Right.
So and I say that because I deal with at-risk youth, and so I say certain things, but I hope they picking up some of it. But sometimes I feel like a woman can talk to a woman
for sure
better,
for sure,
or more effectively,
for sure.
But I still say it just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, yeah, as you should. But so sometimes, and I hate to say it, like some of us are hard-headed, right?
Right.
We don't learn until we actually do something, and we have to reap the consequences of it. And I'm that kind of person. Listen, don't go down my path. I'm telling you, this will happen. I am a living witness of this will happen. When you don't know your value or your worth, you're definitely going to make this bad decision. And the bad decision is going with somebody way older than you. Like, that's not what's up. What do you guys have in common besides sex?
So something I hear is that men or boys my age, we not on the same level. And I have found that, and this is just my opinion, I'm a father of daughters, men are slower than women.
For sure.
You said that fast. I ain't even get out my mouth. Golly. So, but I find that sometimes males be slow sometimes. So then, and I'm just playing devil's advocate for the sake of conversation, but I guess sometimes women feel like men of a younger age, of the same age, is
they don't
remedial like.
You know what? I've heard that. I've heard a young girl tell me oh, them boys my age, they just so stupid, or I just can't talk to them. Mm-hmm. Like we just you know, I've heard that a lot, you know. And that's kind of a tricky situation.
Slippery slope.
Yeah, it is, because like, and for me, if you're 16, well, no, you gotta be 17. If you're 17 and you're dating somebody 19, okay, cool, or 20. But I'm talking about like if you're 14, 15, 16 and you're dating somebody over.
I got a 15-year-old that got a baby by a grown man.
I had a 14-year-old that a 40-year-old man was trying to talk to.
What do you do? What do you?
So yeah, I definitely yeah. So you know, in that situation, I definitely had to go to a scare tactic, which and I'm not playing. You know, as far as, listen, you know, he gonna go to jail, and you going too for even conversating with him. You know, because that's crazy. Like I had to really sit down and make her see the difference. Like 41, like that's crazy. That's your daddy. Like that's your daddy.
But a lot of it, sometimes the upbringing, sometimes it's the not feeling love thing as well. A lot of it be the parents' fault. And I speak from a parent's perspective. Like sometimes, and I'm just thinking out loud because this is not my interview. Sometimes we don't know how to love or how to show affection in an effective manner, and that has a definite and immediate, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? It alters how your children think about themselves.
View themselves. You're right about that. You're right. So, it happened to me, so I definitely understand.
Okay, at some point in time, you get arrested. What do you get arrested for?
It was a felony murder.
Okay, can you walk us through that? Hold on.
No, we're not walking through the night.
Okay. Let's not walk through the day. You're at the car rental place.
Mm-hmm. Alamo.
Uh-huh. How long did they still got Alamos? Mm-hmm. How long do you work there before it?
How long I worked at Alamo? Not long, maybe about 6 months.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so, does your lifestyle change in regards to where you at when you're arrested, as opposed to when you get your GED and you working at the Alamo?
So I went from the GED to Alamo, then I went to dancing.
Where?
I danced at a few clubs: Magic City, Strokers, Pinups.
What was your stage name?
Honey. Or Honeycomb, depending on which club it was. Or Michelle.
What'd you learn about yourself during this process?
About dancing?
About you.
While I was dancing?
Yeah.
I learned that I really had low self-esteem. Like, well, this is...
Even then?
No. Okay, I'm going back when I was in prison, when I did a lot of reflection. But during that time dancing, I learned that, and I already know I was a people person, but I made a lot of money being myself, for real. Even though I was in that I learned I was a leader, because even though I was in that negative thoughted environment, right? Mm-hmm. People look up to me, you know. Girls, they want to hang out with Michelle because even though, oh, she makes money, she's pretty, let's hang out with her. Okay, even though it was, their intentions were wrong, or whatever their intentions were, you know, I had a lot of people that kind of looked up to me and admired me. And
you do have good energy.
Yeah,
and you smell like it too. So.
Shut up. And you know, regardless, in that environment, like, you know, it went beyond dancing. Like, I could sit there and start joning somebody. I could start freestyling. I was like a one-man show, and people were like, oh, I love you. You got so good energy, I'm gonna pay you. You know, you ain't even gotta do all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, dang, your personality, like who you are, you can make money.
Right.
Just because you're a good person, you're genuine, regardless of what's going on around you. You know, you genuinely like people. You genuinely care about people.
How long is your dance career?
I started in 2002, off and on, till maybe 2007. Wait, right before I got arrested. So about 2007, 2008.
All right, so let me ask you this. You've seen young women come into this industry. Some people master it, some people exist in it. It kills some people.
Oh, for sure.
What are some common mistakes that some of the young ladies get into this nightlife and it takes them by storm?
Using drugs.
Okay.
Abusing drugs, alcohol. That's like the number one thing, I think. Not knowing nothing about financial literacy, not knowing how to manage money. You make money every day, so you think you can spend it because you're gonna make it right back.
Right.
Just not having no vision, no purpose, no goal. Some people get in there, okay, well, I'm going through college for 4 years. I'm gonna do this, or I'm trying to get this because I wanna start this business, or whatever their goal is, and they get in there with that and stuck with that goal in mind, and they execute it, and they get out, right?
Right.
Not to saying it's great, but you know, if that's what you want to do, I'd rather you do it like that.
Right.
But some people just get in it because they're pretty, or they got a nice body, or they know they're gonna make money and get stuck in it mentally. So, you know, it's just all about your mindset. And I don't recommend it for nobody. I don't give a damn what mindset you got. But you're growing, you're going to make your own decisions.
Right.
You know, so if you do it, you know, the drugs, the alcohol, and, you know, to be investing, making it a way out, not a way in. Like if you're doing a dope game, you get in and sell dope, you're trying to get out, make a better life for yourself. You're not trying to stay there because you're going to end up dead or in jail. So it's like with the same thing, the stripping thing is just like the dope game.
Damn. I have so many questions, but I want to stay within the context of what we're talking about. So when you're charged, is this your first run-in with the police?
No, I had a DUI before. What else? Oh, when I was like 17, I got in a fight and I had a battery charge. But that's it.
You was fighting over a dude?
Yes, I was. I was defending myself. I didn't. So I never started any fights ever.
But you was there for it.
I'm there for it. If you want to fight me, you hit me, we're gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? I've never started. I don't think I've ever started not one fight, but I've always finished it.
Okay. So this is off the timeline, and we'll get back on it. So a couple of months ago, the NBA, by way of the Atlanta Hawks, had proposed that they have a Magic City night, and this idea was lifted up by many and shot down by others. What's your personal opinion on somebody having experience at Magic City? What's your point of view?
So if I could say two things. I can understand both sides, but if I was to pick a side, I would pick a side and say, no, that's not the place.
Why?
Because it is, you know, I feel like the Hawks might not want to represent their brand with a strip club, you know, because you do have all kind of people watching it. At the end of the day, I wouldn't promote no strip club.
Right.
I wouldn't, you know. I'm going to promote something to elevate women. So I understand from that. So that's why I would say no. But I understand Magic City. That's like that's the place. You know, that's part of Atlanta. It's part of our culture. So it's not. They don't look at it like that. It's no. But it really.
It really is.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get arrested in 2006, 2007? 2007. What county?
Fulton
County. When you go to jail and sit there for a while, what's your mind? Because it's your first time going and spending the night
in jail.
Yeah. What's your mindset?
So I was only in jail for a week before I bonded out.
Okay.
Yeah. So at that time, I didn't know what my mindset was. I was high.
You say you was high?
Yeah.
On what?
On the pills I used to take.
For a whole week?
Yeah, I had some. Yeah.
What kind of mind state do Xanax is a prescription?
But when you abuse it, it has you just in a whole nother world. Yeah.
Okay. And so you bond out after a week, and when does it dwell on you that these are serious charges?
I guess you know, as I'm bonding out, I mean, I thought it was serious initially, but then again, I didn't, because I was like, man, I ain't finna get in trouble for this. They know, like, I kind of wasn't taking it serious. So I bonded out when I went to the bond hearing, and it was like 13 other people, and I had to work charges, and I got the lowest bond. And I got out, and I was like, what? And he was like, what? You must know the judge. I'm like, nope, So I guess when I got out and started, just processing it, I was like, man, this is crazy. This is crazy. But I was out on bond for 2 years, yeah.
So I ain't been stalking you or nothing, but from where I pick up, and if we need to move on, we can move on. You kind of got locked up for something that you didn't do.
For a part of a crime, basically, yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so in the state of Georgia, so now this is just a generic question. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is a United States question. How easy is it to get convicted? And I don't want to get you in no trouble. How easy is it to be innocent and get convicted in these United States?
It's super easy. It's more easier than, I feel like it's guilty to prove it innocent.
Right.
Honestly.
Right.
Especially, if you're around the people, and, regardless if you knew what was going on or not, and you get the same charge, all of y'all getting that same charge, but one person did the crime.
Right.
So that's how mass incarceration is, especially in Georgia, because now we got 5 people going for life sentence when one person did it, and so that's how we come about with mass incarceration, and it's so easy, and that's what they do, because it's all about money.
I agree with you.
It's all about money.
That is very so much true. Mm-hmm. So when you bond out, how long you stayed on bond? And then
2 years.
2 years. So you done went back to your regular life at this point.
Sort of, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Back to the club.
Not really. I was kind of dancing a little bit, not a lot though. No.
Okay. At this time, how's your relationship with your parents?
My relationship was good. With my mom, when I moved out my mom's house, we got real close. Mm-hmm, we got real close. So it was really good. I mean, it was good. It's the same with my mom. She was definitely there from day one. Mm-hmm. My dad, even though he stayed in a different state,
he went back to Connecticut.
He stays in Memphis. He's been staying in Memphis for like 30-something years.
Y'all got roots in Memphis?
No, he remarried his wife.
Oh, okay.
He ended up transferring from Atlanta to Memphis, and that's why he met his new wife, and that's why he been there.
Got you. Mm-hmm. How does it even alter or do anything to the relationship you have with your older sibling, your older sister?
What you mean,
is she more supportive now, or what's the deal?
My older sister? When I moved out, my older sister was still there. Like a couple of years later, I ended up in this big old house and having my sister come stay with me. Yeah, we got real cool. Okay. I just couldn't stay under the roof. I guess, like when I got out and got grown, mm-hmm. and it was different. Yeah.
All right. So you go to jury trial. Mm-hmm. How long do you have a paid attorney, or you have a public defender?
Paid attorney.
All right. And how long does a trial last?
I can't remember. I want to say a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. I can't remember though.
What's your mindset doing this whole process though? No. Do you think that this is procedural, and we out of here?
Do I think that
this is just a procedure that we got to go through, and then I'm up out of here?
I didn't think I was gonna get convicted. No, I don't think nobody did.
What? Just tell me, Butler Gone, the individual who is who, if there was another individual involved, what is their status at the time of your trial?
Oh, my co-defendant was on the run, but the other 2 guys, which I don't know, one turned state and one was on trial with me.
One turned state against you?
Mm-hmm, that's how I got convicted. They offered me 5 years to turn state. I said I didn't take it, so they needed to convict me, right? Because they believed my story at first. But when I went and take the 5 years, then that's when everything turned against me, and they need to convict me. So we got to go to this guy who got caught lying, not once, not twice, but 3 times, to convict me. So I got convicted off a person that lied several times, and y'all know they lied, but y'all wanted me because,
How much time did they get?
He got 15 for turn state.
So he's still in there.
He got out before 15, and he ended up doing something similar coming back.
All right. So when they come back with the verdict guilty. What are your insights? How you feel?
So for a minute, everything just kind of went quiet. I didn't hear nothing. I just was seeing people move and stuff like that. And the thing that kind of woke me up out of my, like, I don't know, I was just stuck, was my mama screaming. Because I've never heard her cry, nothing, my whole life. She's the strongest woman I know, that I see, And when she cried, I can't breathe.
Oh, man.
That hurt me more than whatever the judge said. So that's when I was like, oh, Lord. Like, so I'm turning around trying to console her. Like, y'all get my mom. It's going to be okay. God got me. But I had a peace. I had a feeling of peace after that. Like, peace I've never felt my entire life.
Like a weight being lifted?
I had peace. Like, after that, I seen that God just gave me this peace. And I was like, I heard a voice that said, you ain't going to do a life sentence, but you got to go through this to become the woman that you need to come. So I listened, and I'm like, who is this? My lawyer ain't right here, and I'm looking over here. I'm like, who is that talking to me? It is God.
Prior to this situation, where are you at spiritually?
Go to church sometimes. I prayed when I needed him. But I wasn't where I needed to be spiritually. But I did believe in God. Definitely grew up in the church, raised in the church.
Right.
Knew God was real, but yeah, it wasn't where I needed to be.
Okay. All right. So when they found you guilty, they take you into custody. So now you're going back to Fulton County. Now where is your mind?
My mindset is kind of like, this is real, but I'm going to believe that voice.
How old are you at the time?
26 or 27. I'm about to turn 27. It was 26. I was just about to turn 27.
Okay. How long do you stay in the county?
Like 2 months.
You ever get into any scuffles while you're there? Still got that leadership, good energy wherever you're at. And when you leave, let me ask you this: on the outside looking in, when you see Fulton County Jail, what are your thoughts on just the conditions and the mindset?
Oh, it was disgusting. Yeah, it was disgusting. The showers, yeah, it was disgusting. Oh my God, it was disgusting. I was ready to get out of there.
Where do women go for diagnostic, or do they have? I know, like for men, it's Jackson or some other camp. I don't know what the other camp is, but where is diagnostic for women?
At the time, it was Metro. Now it was.
Talking about Metro on Boulder Crest?
It was a prison. It was diagnostics at first.
The Metro on Boulder Crest is the diagnostic for women?
It used to be. Not. I said when I went. Oh. So now it's McCray.
Oh, McCray. 2 people just passed away at McCray.
Yeah.
Like back to back. I'm doing a journalistic investigation. I believe it was some bad dope, cause
people I know from the inside said that. It was, she used to get high and they feel like she took something bad, and
then the white girl, she died too.
Oh, so I don't know about the white girl.
So within 48 hours, 2 females died. Yeah.
Yeah. And they be getting high in prison, but they said she was in lockdown, and I heard she was trying to stick her head out the flap. You know the flap?
I heard that too, but I done been in.
Her head got stuck or something, circulation. I don't know.
I heard that, but I'm just
But I ain't never been high like that, so I don't know what could happen when you. Oh, you know what I'm saying? You high, you doing different stuff. Like, I don't know.
Good dope.
I have no idea.
I have seen one of them flaps, and I don't know how small her head was, but that is a task.
It is.
That's a task, bro. I don't know how, but rest in peace. I forget what her name. Some people call her Baba, or and rest in peace to the other young lady who lost her life, man. So you go to Metro. How long do you stay there?
I ended up getting GP there because that.
What's GP?
With general population.
Okay. Okay.
That was at that time that was the maximum security.
Okay.
At the time when I went in, so people who had life sentences. They did your security by your charges and your
what was your sentence?
What was it? It was felony murder.
No.
Oh, it was life. It was life.
That just gave me gas.
Life plus 5, I think.
Life plus 5. I can't even enunciate it. So I'm saying you thugging this out. You got your mind in a good place when they give you life plus 5, and this individual received 15 years?
Mm-hmm. The guy, yeah.
So in my mind, I have to assume that you are appeal is the best word of the day. I have to think that your mind is like, well, we're gonna appeal.
Exactly, yeah. I had hopes with the court system, with the appeals and lawyers.
How did they go?
It didn't go. First appeal lawyer ended up getting a lawyer, and he was terrible. Got him pro bono, and he thought that since he was new to judge, or he just, I don't know, he didn't get the first approved. He got it denied, and then I ended up having 2 lawyers after that. One lawyer took $17,000 and act like she went in front of the Supreme Court and didn't really do nothing. You need to come talk to me like that. The last lawyer, I went to the habeas, took money. Now we went to court. I feel like he did try to do a good job, but they wasn't, I don't know. They just wasn't, they wasn't supposed to be the lawyers, I guess, to help me. So God sent the lawyer to help me get out.
Okay. So you eventually do get a lawyer who helps?
Yes.
What do they do?
So first of all, she came in and she had a conversation with me and talked to me, right?
Like a human.
Yeah, instead of reading paperwork, you came and talked to me, and like, oh no, we not doing this. We finna go to the wrongful conviction integrity unit in Fulton County. We finna see what we can do, and that's what she did.
Black lady?
She's white.
What's her name?
Janice Mann.
Shouts out to Janice Mann.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's my hero.
Ain't nothing wrong with treating humans like humans. I like people who treat humans like humans.
And she was so passionate, and she was the cheapest. She was the cheapest.
So you don't want to spend all this money on...
It was timing. It was God's timing, and he sent her right on time, and she asked me a couple of questions. We talked. And when I seen her, I just got a chill. I said, oh yeah, she's going to make it happen. All
right. So how long do you stay at Metro?
Before they closed it down. I think we was there about 2 years.
Why they closed Metro down?
I don't know why they closed it down, but they shipped everybody to Lee Arendelle, ALTO. That's when they was making all the security go there, the maximum security.
What year is this?
2000, I think 10 or 11.
Okay. All right. So now, what is something, because you've seen people in the nightlife, and you've seen some common mistakes, but now you're inside an institution. What are some of the mistakes that people make inside of a female facility?
Kind of becoming a product of the environment.
How so?
Just kind of like, losing hope, or just kind of believing this is the end. Mm-hmm. Just not trying to better themselves in any way, and just was like, oh, I gotta be here. So they just kind of went in. Yeah, like, this is what I'm gonna do. This is my life, or this is the end of me. I ain't nothing no more. Just losing that hope. And
so what caused you to buck against that? You in the system, you got a life plus 5, but yet you still got the audacity or the tenacity to hope and to believe?
Because I believe that voice. I believe God. And when he told me that, I kept, that voice kept coming up in my head, and I chose to believe it. Mm-hmm. So with that, it involved a lot of, engaging in the introspection, going within Michelle to relearn Michelle all over again, the sober Michelle, and just realizing, the reason why I made the bad decisions to choose, bad friends or bad toxic environments and stuff like that. I just had to really unpack a lot of things. Childhood, going back to, the self-esteem thing, or just a lot of things I had to really unpack and face and heal. And I was ready, God said, meet them halfway. I'm doing it, so I had to do everything that I can to be the best version of myself, and whatever that took, whatever it looked like. I had to get education, because I felt like that was something that I was lacking. Because of
that sounds like an intro to a Lauryn Hill CD.
You is crazy. You is so crazy.
All right, so when you go to Lee Arendelle, aka ALTO, what's the atmosphere like there?
Crazier than it was Metro, because it was big. It was big.
Facts.
It was big. It was way wilder. It was country. I ain't never been in nothing that country. it was way out, and I'm looking like, oh my God, people so country, they talking, they was sweating. It was no air. It was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
I'm gonna do